call Seunfunmi now to join us. Seunfunmi, are you there?
Hi, yes.
Hello, Seunfunmi. How are you, my dear?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
I am brilliant. Thank you. And thank you for that smile. You know,
No.
it's so welcoming. It's so welcoming and so lovely. Thank you very much. Seunfunmi, I'm delighted you could join us today. Can you just quickly share your experience with us?
Like Sam said, as well, my experience with racism has also started from a young age, even in secondary school, primary school. And there's some defining moments in secondary school when, let's say, we're doing CSP class and the teachers would bring in like a Trokra presentation, and there would be pictures of kids in perhaps Uganda in a village smiling for the camera. And some people in my class would say, as they called me Shuin, they couldn't even pronounce my proper name. They'd say, "Oh, look, Shuin, those are your cousins on the projector, on the screen." And it was such in front of a whole class, being like a 12-year-old, it was like all the power was kind of taken away from me. I didn't even have energy to speak up because I didn't even know what to say. Like, if the teacher didn't stop that comment from being
I was
made,
just going to say, what will normally, I was
yeah,
just going to ask you there, what will the teacher have said?
yeah,
The
as a
teacher
student,
respond?
what can I do now if the teacher allowed that to slip? Even comments about my hair, oh, it looks like black cotton wool, touching my hair without asking me, like, it was just so direct and covert. It was just like, even speaking about it now, I feel so upset about my, like, because I was so young and I didn't really know how to handle these situations. So I did let a lot of things slide because, first of all, I didn't have enough, not education, but I wasn't sure how to like articulate how I felt. Also, for not falling into that angry black woman stereotype from a young age, I was watchful of not falling into that stereotype. Another example I have from college as well. I went to do this survey with my friend, and when we're completing the survey, the guy just said to us, "Oh, if you have any other international student friends, you can invite them as well." And we were like, "We're not international students," and he looked so mortified. And I was just confused as how you would
Just
jump
that
to
assumption because of your color.
without even asking at all. Without even asking at all. Same thing happened in a tutorial. I think we were talking about how the education and the social system in Ireland is kind of failing minorities. And the tutor asked me, "Oh, what about you? How was it for you getting into the Irish system and Irish education?" I was like, I didn't want to make him look stupid because everyone else in my class knew me and knew that I didn't just arrive midway. So I had to say to him, I was like, starting from junior infants, I was like, a lot of that was left up to my parents. So I wasn't really involved in pushing myself into the Irish system. So I spoke to him after class because I actually did feel quite embarrassed. Like, I was singled out in front of a class of 10 other people, and he just assumed once again that I wasn't an Irish national. And I think my last situation, it was just one of where I work on campus in college as well. A guy, well, two of my coworkers on my team, they seem to have a habit of repeating things I said and attaching Black American colloquialism to it. So I'll be like, "Oh," the girl will be like, "Ooh," and she'll snap her fingers. They'll be like, all the typical Black American slang. And I brushed it off at first. I didn't really have time for it. But over time, they kept on doing it. And I have to tell them, I was like, first of all, guys, I'm not from America. We're not in America. I was like, we're in Ireland. And can you please stop echoing everything I say and attaching like stereotypical slang to it? It was really, over time, it became offensive and even grew to a level where he was singing a song. I actually tested them to see how far they were willing to go. I just started singing the song Gold Digger by Kanye West, and one of the guys on my team actually said the N-word in the song, and he was about to keep going, and I looked at him, and the girl beside him said, "Oh, I don't think you're allowed to say that." And he actually tried to argue with me and was saying it's just in a song. He was like, it's the same thing as, let's say, a man sings a song and he says, "Oh, all women can't sing the song because a man sang the song." And I actually had to lecture him, and I had to be so conscious of me myself not becoming angry, because obviously I know in their minds, they have that angry Black woman narrative.
Yeah.
And had to really control myself, compose myself.
Yeah, not to fall into.
And the most heartbreaking thing was there were other people in the office, and none of them said anything. They were all just acted as if the altercation didn't happen. It was just such a strange experience to see other people who will laugh at you, laugh with you, they'll talk with you, do this, but to defend you in a
They wouldn't
situation,
stand up.
yeah, to stand up for you, like you couldn't, because I then held the responsibility of composing myself, because I felt like I do represent Black people, because for non-Black people, it's easy to, let's say, slip or fall short. But for Black people, when things happen, your entire race is castigated. It's
Absolutely,
not
because at that point you stand as an ambassador wherever you step into, and you're the only one who looks different. Thank you so much for sharing that, Seunfunmi. Those are powerful experiences, and it's such a shame that the teachers stood there and said nothing. It is absolutely disgraceful. Actually, that's the word, and that's what it is. It is disgraceful. It didn't say anything, and hopefully just an offshoot of this rally today we'll be able to take this forward even into our educational system. I just